Welcome to the 2022 Global Peace Film Festival Lives Online Conversation 2022 Festival Edition. Please join me, Kelly Devine, the Artistic Director, and Nina Strike, the Executive Director, as we welcome Avery Anger when she talks about her film, Happy Valentine's Day. Please be sure to go to peacefilmfest.org for all information about our upcoming events in September. The in-person portion of the festival begins September 19th and runs through September 25th, followed by a week of virtual access starting September 26th and ending October 2nd. Again, all of the information about our upcoming events, the schedule for the films like Avery's, can be found on peacefilmfest.org. And now, please join me in welcoming Avery to this glow. Hello, Avery. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, Avery, it's lovely to have you with us. And let's start out by, why don't you tell us about Happy Valentine's Day and how you came to make the film, and tell us a little bit about the fact that you're a student at Rollins College.
Yeah, definitely. So Happy Valentine's Day was originally supposed to be just an assignment for my RFLA class, which is a required class at Rollins College. And the assignment was to create a video about who we are, or something we identify with. So I chose to talk about my high school, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, which is the site of the deadliest shooting at a high school in America. The film is about remembrance and acts as a reminder to keep fighting back against gun violence, because if we don't fight back, nothing's going to change.
Well, Avery, this is clearly a very personal subject for you. Can you tell us a little bit about, what it was like for you to actually make the film, having such a close personal connection to the subject?
Yeah, as a survivor of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, I love my community and I wanted to create something that was cathartic, but also stressed the point that we have to remember the victims and keep saying their names. And it was honestly really difficult to go back through all of those news clips and memories, but it was also really cathartic, surprisingly. So yeah.
Well, that's a remarkable thing to say, because I think one of the reasons that Nina and I had been so attracted to this festival format is that we recognize the cathartic potential of art. That even very, very emotionally difficult and trying situations can be processed and worked through in art. And so, you mentioned that was something that sort of surprised you. What did you take away from that realization?
Um, that I definitely want to keep using my voice in this manner, and I definitely want to keep making films and sharing my story with others.
And to that end, you're presently a student at Rollins College, and so can you tell us a little bit about about the ways in which you're able to incorporate your experiences into your journey as a student?
Yeah. Going through the whole experience that I have been through, it's definitely given me a different outlook on life. Um, and I just, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Listen, one of the things that we were so touched by your film was the elegance of it, the simplicity of it, and I mean in this the sense of you you didn't feel the need to be overly explanatory about things. You captured a very sincere emotion, and I think that when people watch the film, they will feel that same way. And how important it is, as you mentioned, to honor the people who were involved there and to keep their names alive. And I think that's a beautiful effort on your part. So we want to thank you for making the film.
Thank you.
Um, and one of the things, that's at the center of our festival, we like to call it, that the festival is story and community in action, because we want people to come and watch the films, but we also want them, when the film is over, to think about how they can bring those, whatever message that they have taken from the film back into their own lives, back into their own communities. And so, Avery, what would be your hope for what you would hope people would take away from your film back into their own lives and back into their own community?
Okay. So at my high school, there's like this little plaque right outside the red gates in the entrance, and it says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And one way to be the change is to go out and vote. And I know sometimes it feels like our voice can get drowned out and that your voice doesn't matter, but it does. It really does. You have the power to change the world right at your fingertips. And that's the message that I want to send to people. Just go out and vote because you can be the change.
It's a beautiful thought. It's a really
Yes,
beautiful
absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And I think that's a really good way to wrap up this discussion, because that is the bottom line. If you have any other suggestions in terms of telling people what they need to do to empower them to vote and how important voting is, please share that with us.
I'm so sorry. I don't.
Got the dogs?
Yes, yes. Um, yeah, just go like find an issue that you're passionate about and research that, and then use that to fuel your ambition to vote. Um, I think you can also get involved with organizations like March for Our Lives. You can also donate to victim funds around. You can call politicians. All of these things help to create change.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Avery. That's a wonderful sentiment to end on. And I want to thank you, Avery, again for your film and for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it. And I also want to thank everyone who has watched this glow. I want to make sure that you know that Happy Valentine's Day will be playing as a part of one of the programs at the 20th anniversary edition of the Global Peace Film Festival, which will start September the 19th and run through the 25th for our in-person live events, and then pick up September 26th through October 2nd for our online virtual program. All of the information can be found at peacefilmfest.org. And we really urge you to check out this film. It will be playing with the documentary feature Surviving Pulse. So please do seek out Avery's very touching, very beautiful film. Thank you.